sun is bright, come watch the sky. Far away a dot is moving. Clouds give way, birds scratch the blue. A yellow vision has come true. Feel the freedom in the air. Europe is a place so near. Time keeps on running, no wish to hide. The challenge has begun, our joy and pride. Take the taxi through the air. Come on board, don't stay out there. Touch the sky, your smile starts flying. Take the chance, it's worth a trying. Board the yellow cab to somewhere. Take the taxi through the air. Taxi through the air. Cross mountains high and valleys deep. Destinations to discover. We fly you there, the fare is low. Choose any place you'd like to go. There'll always be a new horizon, a further step to make. The world keeps spinning, checking easy. Clear as the sky, make up your mind. Take the taxi through the air. Just come on board, don't stay out there. Touch the sky, your smile starts flying. Take the chance, it's worth a trying. Board the yellow cab to somewhere. Take the taxi through the air.
Well, hello guys, and welcome to the stream. This is William, Jet in Airways. Well, hello guys, and a very warm welcome to the stream today. This is William from Jet in Airways, virtual airline, and today we're doing a short little hop from KLAX down to KSAN in San Diego. Now normally I'm flying the PMDG 737, and I'm normally flying from San Diego up to Los Angeles. I don't actually get to do the return flight very often. In fact, I don't even have an actual set flight plan in the memory like I do for many of our other routes. But this one I don't. Now I have sorted out some waypoints. So I'm going to have a go at it today, and if it works really well, I will save this flight plan and I'll put it in my file of schedules for Jet and Airways, and everyone else can use it and fly along with Jet and Airways if you like, if you want to fly with us. We have a Discord, so I will put that in the link below very, very soon when I finish recording and set it up. And you can join Jet and Airways, and if you have Xplane or Flight Simulator 2020 or even Flight Simulator X, FSX, you're welcome to pick out your favorite planes and just fly for Jet and Airways. We're just all pretty much fun and casual flyers. Now I know I've got a pilot shirt on, don't be fooled, okay, I'm not a pilot. I bought this at a party shop, okay, for $3.99. I bought it just for a bit of fun, just for a bit of a laugh, you know, make myself feel important, you know. Normally I'm wearing t-shirt and jandals. I look pretty damn scruffy when I'm doing my internet video, so I thought I would jazz it up a little bit and try and look a little bit more efficient. A bit more official, a little bit more efficient. Unfortunately, guys, it doesn't make me a better pilot, okay? I'm still a dodgy pilot. I still make mistakes and do everything wrong. Okay, but feel free to make comments there. I'm a casual fun flyer, so I am learning in that regards. So always open to your suggestions and helpful comments. Now, I just love the Zibo 737. Like I say, I am usually in the PMDG one, which I also love, but I do love the Zibo 737. There's something about it that just makes it so damn immersive. I don't know what it is. It is just really, really immersive. Now, often when I do my videos, I start with the APU running or the engines running, but today I've got plenty of time. I'm just going to relax and go through it right from the very start. There may be nobody watching this stream, and that's fine because I'm a learner. I'm just new to streaming, so I often muck it up completely. So don't be surprised about that, because I'm just sort of getting the hang of it. I notice I have 2 watching. That is probably my family members. Hi guys, welcome aboard. You never know. You might get some other visitors. Sometimes the less people watching, the better. That's what I think, especially when the way I fly or when I muck things up completely. So we are parked at the gate, and as you can see, the Zibo 737 painted in the Jet and Airways livery is just damn gorgeous, isn't it? Just outright gorgeous. Beautiful. And it's a nice day. A few clouds, so we should get some nice views as we head down the coast to San Diego today. Now I've got my waypoints set up over here. They are, I'll put them up on my other screen so I can see them. I'm going to put those into the FMC. So let's go in here and let's see what we have to do. Get things underway here. We'll get some DC power going first. Let's turn on our power. I just love the sounds, the colors and the lights and the cockpit in the Zibo 737. Like I said, it just feels so immersive with things. I love the side tablet, the electronic flight bag, of course, which we don't have in the PMDG 737 yet, which, to be honest, is a little bit of a disappointment. Okay, let's go to ground services. We'll get our GPU all connected there. And we'll start our flight leg, and that means the flight attendants will start taking the passengers on board, getting all the luggage set up in the overhead lockers, getting some announcements done. Let's check out our fuel. We have enough. We have plenty of fuel there, so we're all good for fuel. So we're all good for fuel on payload. We have our ground power connected. Let's just have a quick look at that. There's our cart over there. So we have our ground power connected. The luggage people will do their thing very, very soon, and we'll get that sort of underway there. Okay, so while we've got our ground power on, we will start work on the FMC here. Position in it. Let's help out the IRS by giving it a bit of a clue to where we are. We are at KLAX, so we'll put that in as our reference airport. Now we will come up the top and turn on our IRS switches. We'll put that round to navigation, and we'll let the IRS line itself up there nicely. Okay, so it's asking for our position. We'll go to the next page, we'll click on that one, and we'll put that one in there. We'll go to route. KLAX to KSAN. KSAN. Let me know if the microphone doesn't sound right, guys. I can turn my volume up if I need to. Jet in 108. We're in the 737-800 today. Right. Arrive and depart. We're going to depart KLAX, runway 25 right. 25 right. And there we go. And we're going to arrive at Ksan. Hopefully we will arrive. Runway 27. Going to arrive runway 27. A nice, simple, basic little route today. It really is. Right, so we'll activate that. Performance cost index will be 35, which is pretty standard for Jet and Airways. Reserves 1000. Zero fuel weight is in. Altitude, we're going to do cruise down at 10,000 feet. We may go a little higher, but such a short little hop today, I probably don't think we will need to. Take off, let's go flaps 5, so we'll put that in there. V1, V2 speeds, we'll pop those in there. We've done depart and arrive, haven't we? So let's go to route, let's go to legs. Now we're going to put in a few little waypoints. Now if you'd like to fly this route for Jet and Airways, just jot down these waypoints that I'm going to put in here now. We're going to fly out from runway 25 right, and we're going to go out through Fumble. So I'm going to put Fumble in there. Okay, FUMBL. So we'll put Fumble. FUMBL, we'll pop that in there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Our next one will be Shaft, Shaef, S-H-A-E-F, S-H-A-E-F. We'll pop that one in there. All done. Next one will be Shilly, S-H-I-L-Y. We'll put Shilly in there. I don't know why I always try and say the words. They're not actually words. They're just letters for waypoints and stars and SIS, but I always try and say it like it's a word. Sounds a bit silly, eh? But never mind. Sometimes it's easier to remember and to put in when it sounds like a word. I don't know, just one of those silly little things. Everyone tries to say them like words. Okay, we're going to come in down through Sarges, S-A-R-G-S, S-A-R-G-S, so we'll bang that one in there. Boom, that's done. Next page, we'll go to Gatto, G-A-T-T-O, so we'll pop Gatto in there. We've got a discontinuity there, we'll get rid of that one. And we've got a few extra things here we don't actually need, so I'm going to start deleting these little waypoints here. And any discontinuities. Quite a few to delete, a couple more to delete. Runway 27, we'll put that in there. One more to get rid of, and that's it. Get rid of that last discontinuity. Sarge, and we've got a couple of extra Sarges there, we don't need those, so let's pop those out. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, we are done. Fumble. Previous. Let's check. Fumble, chef, Chili, coming into Sarges, then Gatto, then runway 27. So that's about it, guys. I think that's the hard work all done. So let's have a look at our flight plan up here. We'll switch that around to plan. And we'll come down here. We'll zoom in a little bit. And we'll come down here. We'll step through our waypoints. There is Fumble, Chef, and then Sarge, and then straight into Gatto, and then to runway 27. Looks pretty simple. Let's hope it works well. Let's hope it works well, and I will save it, and I will put it into our regular service. I'll put it onto our flight chart for Jet and Airways so that I can fly it more often. I can just pop these waypoints in, and other pilots for Jet and can fly this route as well. Make it nice and easy for everybody. If you fly it, you test it, all the waypoints, everything works, put it on the chart, and then everyone else can fly it. So it makes it nice and easy. If you have a flight plan already sorted out, and you just jump into your plane and set it all up, and away you go. So that's the way we roll here at Jet and Airways, guys. We'd love to have you on board. If you're just beginning, if you've just bought Microsoft Flight Simulator or Xplane, you're just getting started, you're very welcome to join the Discord and ask questions, and we all support each other and help each other. We're all learning as we go, so you don't have to be an expert pilot or experienced person to fly with us, and just have a bit of fun. We do some group flights. We got a group multiplayer flight coming up on Sunday. So that's our FMC done. We're all looking good outside. The luggage is all on. The passengers are all in place, all getting their luggage sorted out. So I think we're looking pretty good. I think we can go ahead. I think I can go ahead and just start the APU up. Why not? Why not? Let's just check everything's on here where I want it. Engine bleeds, we don't need those on. We need the isolation valve open. Turn on fuel pump.
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
Get everyone settled down into their seats. And we'll get our APU started up. APU coming into life there. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you've just joined, welcome aboard. Welcome to Jet and Airways, where a smile goes a long way. We're running on ground power. We're just getting our APU started up here.
Good morning, folks, from the flight deck. Get your captain for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So we're planning on a smooth ride. Get you there as soon as we can, and as safe as we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Yes, I'm letting my first officer do all the announcements today. Seems to be a lot better at it than I am. So we'll share the load. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the APU bus. And we'll be running on APU power now. So that is all good. Go ahead, turn on our emergency lighting. and I can disconnect the ground power. I think the chocks are removed. Just let me check on that. Chocks removed? Yeah. I think they're removed. Looks like the chocks are removed. Ground power is disconnected. So that is cool. And I think we can go ahead and get some pushback organised. Right, pushback tractor is on the way. That is good. I think I've got my brakes on. I'll leave the brakes on until I actually, till the pushback cart actually gets here. Sometimes they take a while. They've got to drive all the way over from the other side of the airport. So it can take quite a while. Let me know if my microphone levels are okay, guys. If you can hear me all right, let me know. Hopefully all the sound levels are okay. You can hear the plane. Can't see the pushback cart coming anywhere. There's a few lovely airline liveries here today. I really enjoy looking at all the liveries at the airport when I'm at a big airport. So many different planes. Always a lot of Delta, always a lot of United. Of course it depends on which country you are, which airport you're at, but UPS, I think that's UPS over there. Okay, let's just wait for our pushback cart to arrive. Yeah, so what planes have you been flying, guys? What are your favourite planes? I've been flying the 737 a lot. I just love the 737, always have. Every so often I try out another plane, maybe a little puddle jumper or a bug crusher, but I always end up back in the 737s. Really is my favourite plane. And in many ways, I think it's good for us just to stick to one plane anyway and try and become good at it. Rather than be ultra average at flying everything, I think it's quite nice to actually be good at one plane. Oh, here's our pushback cart. He's arrived. So we need to take off our brake. And here we go. We're going to taxi off to our right to head down to runway 25 left, I think it is. Here we go. Put our brake on. Thank you, mate. See you on the way back, eh? Cheers. You have a great day. Right, so now we push back. We can start our engines. I got the brake on. Right, so let's come up here and check isolation valve open. Hydraulics off. Hydraulic pumps off. We'll turn on our fuel pumps. You can hear that deep whir, that bassy whir whine as the engine starts to turn. It sounds so good. There we go. Love the sounds in Xplane 12. Listen to that. So good. The sounds are what makes it so immersive, isn't it? It isn't just the eye candy, really. It's the feeling that you get from being in the cockpit, all the sounds and the switches, the smells, and the way how everything looks so real. But the sound is such a very big important part of feeling immersed in what you're doing. Captain Cold. Hello Captain. Hello Captain Cold. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the stream, mate. Nice to see you. You're in the Discord. We're going to do hopefully you'll be joining us for a multiplayer, a group flight on Sunday if you can. That would be great. It'd be nice to see you there. Neglecting my duties here. Too busy talking to my one viewer. Right, start the left engine. We have rotation. Beautiful. Hi Chief. Hi Alan. Hi mate. Welcome aboard, mate. Alan's one of our pilots. In fact, the two Captain Cole. Alan is one of our pilots, one of our senior captains for Jet and Airways. Flies a lot of routes for Jet and does a wonderful job. A wonderful job. An excellent pilot. And not a bad guy to boot. I don't say that lightly. Okay, so we've got two good engine starts. So let's flick these round to continuous. And we can run on our engine bus. So we're taking power from the engines now. Turn on our hydraulic pumps and I'll turn off the APU and the APU bleed. And our engines look like they're very, very stable and looking beautiful. Good thing I like about the flying the 737s, I mean this is a study level 737, the Xplane 12 737 and the PMDG 737. They're both perfectly study level, so you get into one or the other and you do exactly the same setups, the same sequences, the same things, everything works. It's just a different plane and different platform, but everything works the same because they're both study level. They both work beautifully. Okay, so let's continue. let's continue to get things ready here. Set our climb out speed. It's all good. Why is that flashing? I don't know why that... I got that 0 flashing there. I don't know why. It just flashes. I can turn on my flight directors here. Let's get the fan turned on because it's pretty hot in here. Just got someone else working in the office, so that's fine. If you hear a little bit of a noise and bumping, don't worry about it. Let's get our flaps down to 5. Do our throttle check. Yep, that's good. That is all good. We'll turn on our taxi lights. Taxi lights are on. Landing lights we can turn on. Turn on our yaw damper.
Boarding is now complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabins. Verify arm door, standby for all call.
Packs on.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
I sure will.
That you please take your seats at this time. Be sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened. Thank you.
Right, I think we're just about all good to taxi to the active. Put my auto brakes on RTO, rejected takeoff, check, flaps down.
Facing seat in front of you or in one of the overhead compartments. If you are having trouble with the carry-on luggage, please notify the flight attendant first at this time. For those customers seated in a row seat designated as an exit row, we suggest you please take out the safety information card found in the seat pocket in front of you. Read the front of the card. If you're unwilling or unable to perform the actions that
We'll let the guys go ahead and do their announcements there. Right, so we're heading off to the right. I will take off the brake. Give her a little bit of juice. Let's head off down to the active runway. Oops, getting the hang of this steering. A little bit different to the PMDG 737, so I haven't flown the Zibo 737 for quite some time. So just got to get the knack of everything. Some of the assignments are a little bit different. Look at this airport, looking stunning here at KLAX. Got some Delta Airlines over there, plenty of Delta Airlines, Alaska Airlines, United. Really enjoy looking at the other liveries of the other planes. Here's UPS here. I think that's a cargo plane. I think a lot of the windows have been plugged up, so that's a cargo plane. They don't make them as cargo planes with no windows. Cargo planes are made with windows, the same as all the passenger 737s. The only difference is they actually plug up the windows with these plugs, so you can't actually see them or they're blocked. But all the cargo planes, the windows are actually there. bit wonky with my steering there.
Each cabin exit door and some exits over the wings are equipped with an evacuation slide. Some slides, except those over the wings, may also be used as ramps. This aircraft has
quite a nice day, like I said, so we should get some nice views as we head up the coast. And I haven't actually trialed out this flight plan, so it'll be very interesting if this flight plan route works. I will actually save it as part of Jet and Airways schedules. It's pretty simple, so let's hope everything goes well with it. Notice, Alan, I've got a nice shirt on. Normally I'm in t-shirt and jandals and shorts. Well, I'm still in shorts. Let's be honest. But I bought a nice shirt from the party shop that looks like a pilot's shirt. So I thought, why not wear it? Just have a bit of fun, you know. I'm not a pilot. Not a real pilot. I wouldn't be worthy to clean a pilot's shoes, okay? Not worthy to clean the shoes of a pilot, but just as a bit of fun. Just to make myself look like I'm a bit better dressed, you know. Seeing I'm streaming, I should have a uniform, you know, so I look tidy and clean and sort of a little bit professional and decent, eh? Okay, so let's put our brake on there and we'll just go through our flow here and make sure we've got everything set up properly.
One more time, no more texting, talking, everything. You have to be in airplane mode or powered off at this time, please.
Okay. As you can see, I'm not in a rush tonight. I'm just taking my time. Just slowly going through everything. Hopefully, I haven't forgotten stuff. Like I said, I'm just getting used to all this. So I go nice and slow, take my time, and just try not to do anything wrong and try not to forget anything, really. So I go nice and slow. Yaw damper on, fuel pumps on. Generators, hydraulic pumps all on. Isolation valve open. Landing lights on. Taxi lights on. Position lights on. I think we're all good. Okay, let's have a look here. Flight directors both on. We could turn on our LNAV now if it goes up. Whoa, our LNAV is on, so that is pretty cool. We just hit the autopilot once we have wheels up and we will be away. We've got our flaps down 3, our auto brake onto RTO, rejected takeoff. So pre-takeoff flow is done. So we are all good to taxi out to the active runway. Just have a bit of a visual check. Get my camera in the right position so we get a good view of the plane when we take off. About there, looks pretty good. There we go. Oh no, that one's not right. I'll put this camera at the back. We'll set our views up right now, right at the beginning. There we go. So we got that view, that view, which is not right. Let's bring this out a bit. Okay, we'll save that to there, and we're all good. Yeah, looks very professional, Alan. But don't worry, looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving. I only look like I know what I'm doing, okay? I'm still a dodgy pilot, alright? Don't forget that. I had to work hard to get that reputation as a dodgy pilot. There's not many out there, so I need to... I never had a point of difference. Well, there probably is a lot of dodgy pilots out there. Probably not as many dodgy pilots as there are car dealers, but still. Won't get on that subject. We'll open up a can of worms. I am recording this, so it will go on to YouTube later. So if you have to duck away and do stuff, don't worry guys, I'll put the video up on YouTube. But it's nice to have some company, it really is. Normally I'm streaming by myself. Now I know that's not the purpose of the stream, it's just the way it works out for me. And in the past I've been pretty happy about that, to be honest, because I've mucked things up quite a bit. Don't even know how today is going to go. Right, looks like we are really nicely lined up on the center line. So that is looking very cool. Everyone's strapped in and feeling very, very happy with themselves. So let's go to bring the throttles up. Hear the noise of those engines, don't you just love it? Right, going to Toga.
$80 knots. Positive rate.
Gear up. Revving my engines a bit too high there for a while. That wasn't good, was it? Okay, oil pilot on. Vertical speed set at 2,300.
1,000. 1,000 to go.
Gear lever into the off position. And we are on our way. It's goodbye to Los Angeles. Okay, taxi lights off, anti-collisions off. Landing lights can go off. We've got beautiful clear visibility today. Going a bit too fast there. We better put the auto throttle on. Keep us at a good speed. Set the auto throttle again at 250. Turning to the left, you can see our flight plan here, climbing out through Fumble now. Beautiful. Okay, as we climb out, I'm going to set my auto brake at 3, ready for landing. .2,000 altitude is not set right. We need to come up a bit higher than that. Take it up to 10,200. $1,800 vertical speed. Flaps up.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, seatbelt signs off. You are free to move about. Please remember while singing to keep your seatbelts fastened. We'll update you once we start our descent. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us.
Sit back, enjoy the flight, and welcome to Jet-In Airways service, 737 service from Los Angeles to San Diego. Welcome aboard to all our frequent flyers. Thank you again for flying with Jet-In Airways. Expecting a pretty smooth flight. We'll have you outside the terminals, I think possibly in around about 25 minutes. So please enjoy the entertainment and the service. We'll be serving some drinks and some light snacks as we head down the coast. Okay, we're heading towards our next waypoint, which is Sarge. Switch that over to flight plan. A little bit of light rain hitting our screen there. There we go, 80 nautical miles, 79.8 nautical miles to Sarge's. So far this flight plan is working out very, very nice, and see how we go at the other end, eh? Hopefully we'll have a nice, gentle, soft approach and a nice, smooth landing. Beautiful scenery today, the coastline, as we cruise down to Ksan. Right, 7,000, we're at 250 knots. Once we get above 10,000 we can go a little bit faster, but there's no rush. I am not in a hurry today. I got my nice cup of tea here. The cabin crew will bring in some nice chocolate pickies very, very soon, so I'll enjoy some chocolate pickies with my cup of tea. No real rush at all, guys. We're just cruising, man. We are cruising. We're pretty laid back and cruisy at Jet-In Airways. Now you're welcome to join our Discord if you haven't already and fly for Jet-In Airways. Boy, do we have a lot of fun with our group flights. It is funnier than a barrel load of monkeys sometimes. We have a good old laugh. We're not professional or top grade pilots. Oh well, maybe some of us are, but I'm not.
1,000 to go.
So we're pretty casual and relaxed and just enjoy ourselves. So you're very welcome to join in. Now if you join our Discord on our operations page, we have all our flight plans. So you can go in there, pick out a flight plan, somewhere where you'd like to fly, and you can actually just log your hours for Jet-In Airways. We have hubs in Miami, we have a hub in Midway, Chicago. We have one in San Diego. We also have a new one in England and Great Britain, out of Heathrow, and also up in Scotland. We have a few flights, and we have a little hub starting up now, just getting started in Scotland. So we're all through. We'll be all over the UK soon. So we're spreading out. We are international. And we have pilots in all parts of the world. America, United States, Australia, New Zealand, England, Scotland, all over the place. It is a lot of fun. Great, great group of pilots. Just have fun and share our hobby for Xplane and Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's all it's about. Just having fun. Sharing our hobby with like-minded people. Right, let's have a look. We're at 10,200 feet, 60 nautical miles from Sarge. When we hit Sarge, we're getting pretty close to our final approach. So we need to be down about 3,000, 2,500 feet when we hit Sarge. So I've got to keep a close eye on that. But we certainly can go a little bit faster. Let's hoop it along a little bit. I'm not in a real hurry anyway, but it's all good. It's all good. Hear those engines revving up, going up higher there. Hear that whining of those engines. Now when you hear the whining like that, it's not actually the engines, okay? That whining is the tips of the wings, the tips of the blades going supersonic. Yep, that's right, the tips of those blades are traveling faster than the speed of sound. The fans are really moving, but the tips of the blades, they are traveling faster than the speed of sound. So that's what that whining sound is when you hear that whine on takeoff or when the engines are revving up. Really amazing stuff, guys. Amazing. Incredible. Okay, so we are 44 nautical miles from Sarges. Keep a close eye on that. We'll start our descending soon. Beautiful views today as we head up the coast. A little bit of rain as we just sort of travel very close to these clouds here. A little bit of water coming in. I'm going to start bringing my speed down because we will be descending soon. And of course, when we're going downhill, we will speed up, eh? Right, we'll give the passengers a bit of a warning that we are actually going down, so they know what's happening. Well, when I say going down, I mean descending. That's what I should say. That's what I meant to say.
From the flight deck, we're about to begin our descent. Please return your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight. It's been our pleasure to have you on board today. I hope you enjoyed the flight.
Right, so let's bring our altitude down. Let's start coming down. Come down to 3,000 initially. Vertical speed. Let's come down to 17. Sounds okay, doesn't it? Now we're doing a manual approach and landing today. We are not doing an ILS approach. I do have the ILS frequencies and the heading, but I haven't put it in. Just do manual, I think. I always like to try and do as many manual sort of approaches and landings as I can. I enjoy doing the manual approaches and landings, and that's what the real pilots do as well. Actually, they don't do ILS approaches and landings very often. It's actually very rare, and the reason they do that is to keep their hands to keep themselves sharp. They've got to stay very sharp at how to do manual landings and approaches. If they're doing ILS landings all day every day, they start to get rusty with all the other skills. And there are some airports you fly into where there is no ILS, and there are times maybe you can't use ILS or whatever, but they've got to be able to land the aircraft manually and safely. So they do it every day, and it just keeps them sharp, keeps their skills honed, and becomes very easy to them. So it's actually very rare that they use the ILS for approaches or landings. I had a couple of friends who are pilots, so I'm always talking to them and you know, trying to tap into their brain and get as much information out as I can without being a nuisance. Just a beautiful plane, the 800. Really enjoy it. I love the PMDG 800 and the Zibo 737. Hi to Trace, we're enthralled, Captain. You're enthralled. Whoa, we got a little bit of rain. A little bit of rain here. Let's check our altitude, coming down to 4,000 feet.
Thousand to go.
I'm a bit nervous. Alan is watching me, one of our top pilots for Jetta, and he just might, you know, he'll be after the stream, if something goes wrong or not right, 100% Alan's going to tell me about it. And he'll probably tell me what I did wrong as well. That's fine. That is all good. Since I've been doing the multiplayer with a few of the other pilots, I've actually learned quite a lot, because you do share your mistakes, and you share your knowledge. If someone's learned something that you haven't, you can share it, and you sort of help each other out, support each other. Nobody knows everything, and you just share your knowledge and share your experiences, and it actually makes you a better pilot when you're part of a group, and you offer constructive criticism, and just share your experiences on what works for you and how you solve this problem, how you fix that problem. And so my flying has really improved since I've been flying with Alan and a few of the other pilots. So if you're not part of a group, guys, I recommend you would join a group. If it's not mine, that doesn't matter. Just join a group and get in the flow and draw on other people's experience and knowledge. It's good. Okay, so we're down to 3,000 feet, and 8 nautical miles to Sarge. My speed is coming down. That is good. As I get close to Sarge, I will drop under 3,000 feet, and I will drop under 200 knots. Right, coming up to Sarge's here, so I'm going to bring my altitude down. Whoops, don't down that low, hell. Uh, 2,400.
1,000 to go.
Bring my speed down. Speed down to 160 for now until I turn my autopilot off. Then I'll manually control my speed.
2,500.
Get my camera in a good position for landing as we come in. I'm under 200. I will start dropping some flaps. I can see my nose starting to pitch up a little bit. Okay, we're turning from Sarge and we are on our finals, guys. This is where it gets exciting. This is where it gets scary. What's my speed? Speed coming down to 160, that is fine. Flaps it down, bring my flaps down a bit more. Bring my speed down to 150. Gear down. There's the runway, straight ahead there. Down to 150. Flaps are down. Bring my altitude down a little bit more. Get ready to turn off my autopilot. Check auto brakes are set, flaps are down, landing lights on, taxi lights on. Autopilot off, flight directors off, auto throttle off. I now have control of the aircraft. Right, we're going to do a replay when we've landed, come to a stop so we can analyze our landing, guys.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Speed 140. It's 800 and I have a full load of passengers, so I might bring it up just a little over 140 at this stage.
$500.
150.
400. 300. 200.
One hand on the throttle in case I need to add a little bit of speed. There's our head office over to the right. You can just see it there, so we're going to have to taxi back towards our head office.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And welcome to San Diego, everyone.
80 knots.
Reverse thrusters off and the flaps up. And we'll taxi out to the right and head back towards our head office. I will stop here and we'll do a replay and just go over our landing and analyze it, see if we can improve next time. So I'll stop here on the hold short mark, so I'm off the runway. I'll put my parking brake on. Okay, so let's go to our replay mode and let's have a look, see how we did with our landing, shall we? Whoops. Here we go. Now, unlike Microsoft Flight Simulator, when you do the replay, you actually do see your wheels, you see the flaps down, you see the reverse thrust, you see everything you're supposed to see in the replay when you're in Xplane, and it's just bloody brilliant. In Microsoft Flight Simulator 20, when you do the replay, it's all up to buoy, really. You don't really see much at all. Here's our gear coming down now. You can see our flaps right down here. Our flaps right down, our gear down. Just beautiful. Thank you, Alan. It was a good landing. Maybe it was a fluke. I might have to do it again. Might have to record a few more videos of good landings before people start to believe that it wasn't actually a fluke, eh? You've got to do it consistently. That's the secret. I have had some pretty dodgy ones. Right, let's analyze this, guys. See what we can give it out of 1 to 10. 10 being brilliant, 1 being pretty damn shocking, okay? Let's have a look. Here we go. That's the hard part about streaming, guys. If you muck it up completely, everyone's watching. Well, not everyone, a few people. And you can't delete it, you can't edit it, you can't hide anything. If you muck it up, it's there for everybody to see it. Ooh, scary stuff. A little bit of adjusting there. Keeping one hand on my throttle just to adjust my speed, making sure it stays around about 140 to 150. So one hand on the yoke, trying to get the plane in the middle of the runway, and the other hand on the throttle, controlling my speed. Here we go. Yeah, not too bad. Almost right on the center. Well, almost right on the center line. On come the air brakes, and on comes the reverse thrusters. Oh, listen to that! Woo. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Down go the air brakes, off go the reverse thrusters. Just amazing. Just amazing. Okay, so what would I give that out of 1 to 10? Maybe an 8. I think I'd give that an 8. Quite happy with that. Okay, have I paused it there? Unpause it. Okay, so let's take off my brakes and we will taxi to the gate, which is actually Jet in head office here in San Diego. I love our head office. We're set up beautifully here. We often meet here with all the pilots. We got a little mall inside the shopping center where our head office is. There's a bakery. Oh man, that beautiful bakery. Lovely croissants and cream cakes and pies and sausage rolls. All that good stuff, you know, all the healthy food. You can get it all here. That's why all our pilots look so healthy and happy. You know, we're into the good tucker. Oh yeah, some of our pilots are even good cooks. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a good life when you're a pilot for Jet and Airways. Right, that will do us, guys. That will do us right there. I'll put on the brake. Put on the brake. And we're looking good. Yep, this will do us nicely. Some beautiful livery. Southwest over there. Canadian Airways, a little CRJ over there. This is our head office right in the corner, that little building there. That building that tucked in there. Another Alaska Airlines and a United down there. Right, so we'll go through all the process. We'll unload our customers and switch everything down. Hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for those of you who kept me company and made a few comments. Hit the like and hit the subscribe and join the Discord and fly for Jet and Airways. So on our Discord we have a lot of flight plans. So you can just choose a plane you like and choose a flight plan and away you go and help us transport some wonderful happy customers. Stay safe, guys. Happy flying and enjoy flying your flight simulator. See you next time on the next stream. Cheers.